Hello students, today in online classes I will teach you the chapter Nutrition in Plants. Today we will discuss the topic Heterotrophic mode of nutrition. Students, you all know that herbivorous animals depend directly on plants for their nutrition. Carnivorous depend on other animals which in turn depend on plants. Thus, when you eat meat, you are indirectly depending on food prepared by plants. You know that green plants get the energy to prepare food from the sun. Thus, the sun is the ultimate source of energy for all living organisms. There are some plants which do not contain chlorophyll and so they cannot prepare their own food. They depend upon other plants or other organisms to obtain their nourishment. These plants are said to have heterotrophic mode of nutrition and are called heterotrophs. Students, heterotrophs have been classified into following categories. First is parasites. The organisms that derive nutrition from the body of other organisms are known as parasites. The organism that a parasite uses to derive its nutrition is called a host. All parasitic plants feed on other plants as either partial parasites, obtaining some of their nutrition from the host, or total parasites, dependent completely on the host for nutrition. Common examples of partial parasites are painted cup, parasitic on roots, and mistletoe, parasitic on branches of mango and mahua trees. Total parasitic plants are dudar, cuscuta, and certain tropical plants of the Rafflesia family. Next is saprophytes. Saprophytes are those organisms that cannot manufacture their own food through the process of photosynthesis, but obtain nutrition from dead and decaying plants and animal matter. Students, most common examples of saprophytes are mushrooms, molds, and certain types of fungi and bacteria. Saprophytic organisms are commonly seen during or after the rain. Fungi are commonly seen growing on leather, clothes, pickle during the hot and humid weather. Insectivorous plants. There are some green plants which obtain their nourishment partly from soil and atmosphere and partly from small insects. Common examples of such plants are pitcher plant, bladderwort, and Venus flytrap. These plants trap insects, kill them, consume them, and throw out the waste. These plants have leaves that are modified to catch insects. Insectivorous plants do not get enough nitrogen and so they eat insects to fulfill their need for nitrogen. Symbiotic plants. This is another method of heterotrophic nutrition in which two different organisms associate with each other to fulfill their requirement of food. For example, association of algae and fungi to form lichens. The algae and fungi mutually benefit each other and in the process fulfill all their needs. The algae make food which is also used by fungus. The fungus in turn gives the algae water and minerals it obtains from the substratum on which it lives. Replenishing nutrients in the soil. Students, we know that plants absorb mineral nutrients from the soil. Plants require a lot of nitrogen to make proteins. Although the air contains a lot of nitrogen gas, it cannot be used by plants directly. They need nitrogen in soluble form. Therefore, the atmospheric nitrogen is converted by various ways to form that can be absorbed by plants. This is known as nitrogen fixing. Students, I hope whatever you have been taught today, you must have understood well. Thank you and take care. See you again with a new topic.